Lights, camera, action, let's dive in deep. Talking directors, actors, the secrets they keep. From behind the scenes to the silver screen. Hard-hitting questions, nothing in between. We're rated B, rated the podcast sensation. Unveiling truth, sparking conversations. Where every story gets its chance to shine. We're rated B, rated, let's rewind.
Welcome to Berated, B-Rated Conversations. I'm Anthony.
Hello, I am Brian with a B.
Hey. And today we're here with Nick Laser himself, James Balsamo. What's going on, man?
Ki! Hey everybody, James Balsamo here. Let's talk about Karate Ghost 1 and Dose. That means 2 for those of you that aren't excelled in the Espanols.
Bilingual, right? Yes. No.
Yeah.
This is my first time meeting you, man. You know, I think Andrew, Jesus, what the fuck?
Andrew.
I'm still
Who's
from
Andrew?
last night. Last night, it was a pretty fun night, man. Out till about 3 a.m. But anyways, no, you, this is the second time that we've had you on, but first time I've been able to meet you. So thank you again, man. I was really stoked when Anthony's like, hey, we're going to meet with him again. I was like, hell yeah, I get to talk to him finally, you know?
Yeah, the
So,
pleasure's
thank you.
all yours. Let's
Right.
do this thing.
Yes.
Well, yeah,
great
Sorry,
stuff,
go ahead.
man.
Go ahead.
No, that was just it.
Hey guys, I appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah, but these movies, it's just like it's like a special treat. When I realized it was like, oh shit, it's out. Like, we got to do it. Like, I was just so excited because I just love this character, Nick Laser. He's just like there are eccentric characters, but there's none quite like Nick Laser. He's very, very out there, and I think like the best compliment I can give you is kind of like between 1 and 2. You did find like the best parts of Nick Laser and like hone it in, and it's comedy gold.
Thank you.
Yes. I know, especially after that first one too, you know, watching it, and I was like, dude, I'm pretty sure this is, you know, Bloodsport or Best of the Best and everything. Best of the Best. Yes. And then number 2 came out and I was like, oh my God. So Anthony got him. So we really like, it's one of those, it's just a fun movie, man. And that's, I guess, what you're supposed to be doing, right? Letting people just turn off their mind for an hour and a half, sit back, relax, get some comedy, some gore, some fight scenes, right? And
Yeah.
then call it a night.
I'm trying to keep escapism alive. You said it. You know, I feel like Christopher Nolan crushed that with Batman, making Batman realistic. And I'm trying to make movies fun again. You know, I try to put the fun in funerals, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely. So you like this time around, the first time was kind of like a little bit of a trimmed down experience. It's very like it's a few characters, and the second time, like this feels bigger. Like you get all of like you get you know, Joe as Karate Ghost, and then kind of like you had Linnea Quigley, Bam Margera,
Master Ken.
Noticed that one. Like it's some cool people. This one was really a treat.
John Morrison from the WWE.
Oh, yes.
Also is my
We just couldn't name them
karate
all.
partner of crime.
But yeah, you guys fought the tentacle monster.
That's right.
So, so was this filmed again in North Carolina?
This was filmed mostly in North Carolina. Yeah, I did the stuff with John Morrison in L.A. Master Ken did a self-tape, but more or less principal photography was in North Carolina.
Wow.
Nice. And was this, you mentioned, because I remember you mentioned the first one's like a 5-day shoot. Was this about the same time
It
period?
was similar, yeah. It was pretty similar.
And was this the kind of movie that like was this the plan after you made the first one? Like we're gonna do it again, or was it?
Yeah, I mean, I had a blast doing the first one, and Joe, who co-produced it with me, was like, yeah, let's do a sequel, and we're actually in talks to do a third one, Karate Ghost Goes West. So
You heard it right there.
That sounds awesome. So it's like well, like Five goes west.
yeah, exactly. So that's correct.
So whose dojo are you actually at?
So I don't know if you guys ever seen Foot Fist Way, but
Hell yeah.
that's the same dojo.
Really?
Sean Baxter owns that Taekwondo America in North
Yeah.
Carolina. So if anybody's listening that's in North Carolina, go see Sean. He just expanded the place, so it's even bigger now. But we shot most of the movie there, so Sean was really generous with his location, and I actually had so much fun working with Sean. We made 2 of our own movies called Karate Cops. And if you guys aren't familiar with those, check those out because they're pretty crazy.
Hold on.
We exploded a car, and we were in a helicopter, and we did all these like real crazy stunts. So, and Karate Cops 1 is out right now. Walmart, Best Buy, Barnes and Noble.
Karate Cops.
Yeah, I think I did see that one, and I was wondering if it was like adjacent or related or like something to the effect.
So I play a kind of similar character to Nick Laser, but totally different. No real. Also, Joe Borlick, who Karate Ghost is, also makes a cameo in Karate Cops. So
Nice.
but that one's a straight action movie. Except there is a robot in it. There's a karate bot.
Oh, Jesus. Imagine if Arnold Schwarzenegger was just, Renzo Gracie, just walking around, just beating people's asses as Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, right. So, another funny question. I know, like, movies like Kill Bill and, like, Bulletproof Monk and stuff like that, like, none of them actually knew any martial arts. And then they just started learning, like, the pieces that they need to know. Did you do any, like, Taekwondo, or I guess it was karate, not Taekwondo?
I took karate as a kid.
Oh,
Yeah. So I know how to like do that, and then
yeah.
Right. I played in a bunch of bands, and I used to do air splits off my bass amp. So like all those high kicks in the movie, like that's all coming off of.
Like I was doing those. Yes, that's awesome, man. So storyline then. I recognize the first one from Best of the Best. So I was kind of struggling with number 2. Was that just all 100%, I guess, just your thoughts on them? Or was there another move that you're just like, hey, that one could be like that one? I didn't really...
There's like a whole amalgamation of nonsense in the sequel. It's it deals with a little bit of more of the ghost world.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit of Ghost in it. Like the movie Ghost with Patrick Swayze with like, the
I
other.
think we made some comments like that where it's like, I can't wait till they start making pottery.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
That'll be good for the third one. We're making pots and then karate chopping them.
Just doing karate in the garage.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yes.
So yeah, Bobby Canopy Jr. directed the first one. I hired him to write a script. So I came up with the story. Joe wanted to work with me to make a movie, so I came up with a rough idea. Joe liked it, and then I hired Bobby to write a full script and then direct it, and then I acted in it. And then, I think Bobby did a great job, but he's only done a few movies, and so I was like, you know what, I think if we do a sequel, I'm just going to direct it. And so there was a lot less of a physical script in the sequel, and it was more a bunch of crazy ideas. And that's kind of how the sequel came to be.
It looked fun, man. It looks
But
super
yeah,
fun.
this was. I mean, like I love the first one, but I really do love how the second one just like embraces the full like Nick Laser versus Karate Ghost experience here, and how like what is it? Karate Ghost is kind of like he's very over the top, and he's got that huge voice changer voice, and it's like I was just like this is great. This is Chef's kiss.
Thank
The
you.
montages.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
those montages.
See,
You gotta have a
so
montage.
you have to. And I think even right, I believe in both of them there was rip the arm off and then beat them with their own arm.
Yeah,
Yeah, see that. I don't think you can do a movie legally without doing that.
it's true.
I think that you have to. You have to put that in every movie. It's amazing, man. Like the fun ideas, the funny ideas that are all thrown in are over the top, made it super easy, enjoyable to watch, man.
Thanks. Thanks for handing that one to me.
uh,
yeah.
um,
I was gonna ask. There's the moment early on when you get to the dojo and the Taekwondo master starts giving the history or like what is it? The history of martial arts.
Hmm.
Was that a like? How did that come about?
So Sean Baxter is like a real martial artist. He's like an award-winning Taekwondo master, and so he actually knows the real history of martial arts, and that is a little bit of the real story, but it's just so complicated and convoluted and a little bit lost over the years from cultures. You know what I mean? Like where it really came from. It's kind of like Dio and Gene Simmons, like who really invented the horns. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the real story of martial arts will probably never know unless somebody discovers a scroll where it's like this is clearly where it came from.
the first one.
So the story that he's telling is kind of the real legend of where it actually came from.
Okay. Okay. So, like what was like did you have your as far as like the kills and all the everything, was that all like on the fly, or was that pre-planned? Like how would
So a lot of the kills were planned, and then a lot of crazy props were actually made for this movie. Like Jeff Farley, who did makeup for the remake of The Blob from the '80s, made that giant cockroach costume. That was a giant suit made for the movie, where he says, "I'm going to squash you like a bug," and then he turns the guy into that giant Power Ranger esque cockroach. Like
Yes.
that's an original prop. So Hunter Jackson from Guar, aka Techno Destructo, made the torso, and then Jeff sculpted the head and the rest of the body for it. So
Yes, because there's that
a
scene
a lot
too.
of the kills were planned, and then I sculpted the face when he says, I'm going to rearrange your face, and then he punches the guy, and his face is rearranged literally. Like
yeah.
I sculpted that, so a lot of the props were based on concepts we had for kills. And then he cuts a girl in half, and we did that with like paper mache. It's just like a silhouette where she gets split in half. So
That was a pretty awesome one.
No, that
yeah,
is
it was
always
fun. It was fun. You know what I mean? I love making these kinds of movies. So, I offer a service for people that want to make their own movie. I say you put in half the budget, I'll put in the other half, and then it goes through my distribution like Walmart, Best Buy, Barnes and Noble. So I always say anybody that wants to make a movie, go to jamesbalsamo.com and we can make your movie today. I make your screams come true. So
that's awesome.
That is
I know
awesome.
Anthony and I were talking about, like years down the road when we know a little bit more, we'd for sure hit you up on that offer, man.
yeah, it's fun. I've done it for a few people now. I like it. You know what I mean? It's fun. It's fun to work with other people, get other people's ideas, help other people's dreams come true. Like right now, I currently have 287 film products that I've
Wow.
produced. So
Holy shit.
yeah. So I like to work fast and have fun. I always say, if you got an idea, let's do it. Let's make a movie. So
Nice.
Which I mean, when you mentioned that, the other one that was that I saw, because I saw something on Instagram about it, was Sophia Cassiola had like posted something about Robot Dracula
mhm.
with was it Malcolm McDowell?
Yeah, so I'm doing a movie with Malcolm McDowell called Robot Dracula, where Malcolm McDowell plays Robot Dracula, and it's got an insane cast. There's over 100 celebrity cameos in that movie. John Landis is in it.
Wow.
Jeff Tremaine, who directed all the Jackass
All the
things,
Jackasses.
Jackass. Michael Ironside's in it. I got him to reprise Scanners, so definitely be on the lookout for Robot Dracula. And Sophia has been filming most of that movie with her husband, Michael J. Epstein. So they're both amazing.
Oh yeah, she's amazingly creative, especially after watching End Zone 2 and the Once and Future Smash. That like that's
Did
a
you see me
unique
in?
thing.
Did you
Yeah,
see me in there?
you were the what is it, the announcer for the
Yeah, I'm
costume
Elvis.
contest.
Yeah, I'm Elvis, and I'm one of the football head fans also.
Yeah. So with like as far as like Joe's stuff and all that, like that's all pretty much him, right? Like as far as the fighting and everything.
Yeah, Joe is actually an award-winning jiu-jitsu martial artist himself. You know, he's won first place in a whole bunch of competitions. He knows like real jujitsu, and so he would go hard in some of those scenes, and I'd have to tell him like, Joe, it's a movie. And like he's like, oh yeah, sorry.
No, you got to make it believable.
Oh yeah,
You'd think that you'd have to tell Master Ken to calm down,
oh yeah.
right?
It was fun to work with too.
Yeah. No, and there was a bunch of you mentioned the Power Rangers. There's that scene too where they look at each other. It's like, it's time. And we had to like rewind it because we're like, I'm pretty sure they just did that.
Yeah,
And we had to rewind where it's like, God damn it, they did just do that.
yeah, we did that.
Just so many like little, I don't know, little pokes and jabs of comedy that you're putting in there that if you watch it multiple times, it just gets funnier every time you watch these movies, man.
Well, thanks. Yeah, there's a lot of Easter eggs in there and homages and all sorts of fun goodies.
Yeah, then there was the montage of everybody just getting their asses handed to them. Didn't matter if you're a man, woman, or child.
You're right.
Karate Ghost was just whooping every person's ass that looked at him.
That's true. Paraplegic. Didn't matter.
Yes, yes. So those ones, Anthony and I were kind of talking about it. You know, were they just you just need to you wanted people to come in and do it, or what was the idea of him just?
I sign autographs at horror conventions, and so I was a guest at a show, Mad Monster Party in North Carolina, and so that's something I offer. If people buy a movie, they could get. Sometimes it's a raffle, like you could win a chance, and sometimes you're guaranteed to be in the movie. And so we had a deal. I think we had these little Karate Ghost action figures, and
Damn.
And so if you got an action figure, you got to be in a movie. It was like an exclusive. We'd only made a few of these. I think these might still be on my site, balsamo.com. So check those out.
We'll have to for sure. And then looks like you can just easily put it as a Christmas ornament as well if you don't put it up in your office.
And then this guy's in the works too. There's a little version of me for.
Oh, it's blurred.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool.
With the size, I was impressed too when they did use the size in the movie that they were actually used as a defensive weapon.
Yeah, I know. They're a sigh of relief. I'll tell you that.
So I've done a bunch of martial arts my entire life as well, and so like I really enjoy watching the movies. And then, like I said, a lot of people don't know how to use the size correctly, and I was like, "Oh, he's going to do it!" So good job for whoever helped out with that one.
Yeah,
super awesome.
Yeah, I love the Ninja Turtles. Raphael was always my favorite. So
see, and I have three brothers. So since all four of them, the four brothers, the four Ninja Turtles,
Mhm.
like we have so much. Like in my office, it's nonstop Ninja Turtles everywhere. For Christmas, I think my brothers are getting tired of it, but I always send them. My oldest brother was Michelangelo, and then Leonardo, and then I was Donatello. Even though my name's Brian, and I have a younger brother named Donnie, and he was Raphael. And I was like, that doesn't make any goddamn sense. I'm like, I shouldn't be Donatello when your name literally is Donnie.
Right.
Like, what the hell? So I ended up having to be the bow staff, and everybody else got the cool weapons. But then I learned how to do the bow staff really well. So I was like, oh, fuck. All right, then. Yeah. So I think we're also talking, right? Hopefully with what's the one slasher?
Oh,
Right.
slasher fetish,
Slasher
right?
Fetish.
Oh yeah.
Fetish slasher, yeah.
Me talking with you on Instagram that we were messaging back and forth. Yes. And so as soon as you started replying back, I was like, dude, this guy's super cool, man. Like the fact that you take your time out and actually talk to, like us, even I was messaging you on Instagram. Like, I appreciate it, man.
Oh yeah, my pleasure. Slasher Fetish should be out in the next 2 weeks. Robert Mukes from House of a Thousand Corpses, Rob
Ooh.
Zombie's House of a Thousand Corpses,
Tiny.
is Rufus, right?
Damn.
He plays a 7-foot tall, cat head wearing backwoods killer, and he kills a bunch of naked ladies. So Slasher Fetish will be out in the next 2 weeks, and that's for my second film company, Die-Star Pictures. So. I made a second film company to put out a little more raunchier stuff, and so Die-Star put that out. So be on the lookout for that.
Yeah.
Which, that's one we're definitely going to have to take a look at because we were talking about that one too. I was going to ask, with Karate Ghost, there was the one thing that threw us off maybe a little bit was like there's like the cabin front, and then you get like the hotel and the dojo, like it was just like
Was it a magic cabin?
Yeah, was it a magic cabin? It was like we were trying to figure that out.
That is the exterior of the abandoned dojo.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense.
I know. We got to watch them more and more. Like we said, the more stuff that you start watching, the multiple times, then it goes, what's up, little dude? And now he's like, oh, peace out.
Yep, he just needed his cheese.
That's it.
We all do.
What?
Oh, no, I didn't say anything.
Oh, no. I think that was... Right, I think that was the only question that we didn't have, weren't 100% on. Right? Because like it seemed like it kept jumping where it's like, there's got to be some portal. It's got to be something because it would go in. But, no, everything else was...
Mystery solved. If only all of life's great mysteries were answered.
Were as easy as just saying, no, that was it. Oh, all right, then thanks. Then that would be. So, number 3, you said.
Yeah, Karate Ghost goes west.
Do you have any more, like, time frame on it? Anything like that?
Well, I'm going to be signing autographs at Mad Monster Party in North Carolina next month. So we might shoot it next month.
Damn.
Wow.
We might not. So we'll see. But they're definitely fun to make, and I could send you guys the concept art for the movie poster. It's not finished yet, but there is concept art that has been commissioned. So, it's definitely in the works.
That's awesome. Any plans coming out to Vegas?
Yeah, I shot like 4 movies in Vegas last year at Tom Devlin's
Oh,
yeah.
Museum.
So I love Vegas. Where are you guys in Vegas?
We're
Southwest.
Southwest Mountain's Edge. We're maybe 30 minutes from the Monster Museum.
Oh, okay, cool.
Like literally the mountains where it's called Mountain's Edge. We're literally the Southwest Mountain. It's like right in our backyard.
I mean, yeah, let's talk. Let's make a movie. I'll come out to Vegas. It's only an hour and a half from LA, so.
What? How fast you drive?
Oh,
I was like, Jesus, that's super quick. I think I might be able to, on like a good day, get there in like 3.5 hours.
Oh yeah, I fly on that jet JSX. I don't know if you know that.
Oh yeah. Okay,
Like an hour and a half.
Oh yeah. All right. I was like, damn. Well, then they're gonna make that. I don't know how that's gonna work. The train that's going, and you're just like, they put that in the stupidest spot. Well, all of the drawings for it are in the center of the freeway, and you're like, okay, so there's gonna be no more like emergency U-turns or anything like that in the center anymore. But whatever, there's gonna be this big ass bullet train shooting through from one side of Vegas all the way to LA or Watts or something. Yeah. But Anthony,
what was I gonna ask? As far as like the John Hennig and John Morrison stuff, like how, like, was that like a day? Was that 2 days? Like how quickly did you do the whole like tentacle fight scene?
So John Hennigan's actually my neighbor.
Oh wow,
really?
John comes over sometimes, and we hang out. We talk about making bad movies together, and then sometimes we do. And so, John was around, and I think we shot that in a day. I think we shot that in like one night. We shot for like 4 or 5 hours. We got that whole sequence.
Damn.
wow.
Oh, wait, there was one more question. Was that the same wig from number one?
Same wig.
No way.
That's a busy week.
Number one's wig, it looked like it was more Jerry curled up, and number two looked like it was more straightened.
So I had a little bit of hair in the first one, and so after shaving my head, it's a little bit tighter. That's the difference.
Oh, I thought that after you saved the world the first time, then you got super famous, and then you're just like, now I'm just going to have my hair different. So,
oh no, you're right. You're 100% right. Now that I think about it, it is totally different wig. It's a totally different wig.
Are you just saying that?
The first one was a mullet, I thought.
I
make a lot of movies. I get them confused.
I swear the first one looked like it was a Jerry curl.
I had a mullet in the first one, and it's a Jerry curl in the sequel. And then Master Ken has that whole opening sequence about the hair, and that's why I had him say that. He said, listen, the mullet is out. You got to get a perm. Those are cooler.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I knew that the hair was different because I just thought that it was okay.
And then I'm wearing the red gi because of Master Ken.
That's what another one.
Yeah. Yeah, I had him set up all that exposition early in the movie. So.
See, we were waiting for Master Ken to do the. He always does those videos like 100 strikes in like 60 seconds. See, those montage that he can do. But yeah,
I really wanted to film some of that flashback of us fighting ladyboys in Taiwan or wherever it was supposed to be, because I thought that was such a hilarious bit.
Oh, that would have been good.
Yeah, I was like, oh, maybe we'll work that into the fourth one. We go to Hawaii.
Right.
Hawaii, Tayo.
But yeah, I don't know if Anthony hit you with the super hard hitting questions last time.
I think I did. I don't remember. That was a while ago.
All right. So we kind of already spoke about it, but is there anything that you're working on right now that you can tell us about without, I don't know, getting in trouble or giving too much away, or you know?
Yeah,
I
so
know we've mentioned a couple of them already.
I'm doing a movie with Weird Al. It's called
What?
it's called It Wants Blood 2. I made this movie with Bill Victor Arukin. It's also Coolio's last film. I filmed with Coolio in Vegas. So be on the lookout for that. And that also has a bunch of pro wrestlers in it. D'Lo Brown's in it, and Rikishi's in it, and The Godfather's in that one. So
Is it TWO or TOO?
the number 2, It Wants Blood 2.
Okay.
I just put the trailer up on YouTube like 2 days ago. So
Nice. Then we'll check out that one.
And are there any? Well, like I don't know. People we kind of spring this one on people sometimes, but are there any movies you have seen that you would recommend for us?
Deadpool and Wolverine is fun.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, have you guys seen it yet?
Not yet. It just came out today, right? Today's Friday. No. What the fuck? What's today?
Not over the weekend. Today's Wednesday.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, today's Friday. It just came out. So apparently my Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday are all gone. It's a long weekend, man.
Yeah.
No, I watched the first one, and I'm catching up on the second one because I haven't finished that one yet.
Yeah, check it out. It's fun for sure.
I was really hoping that they were making that thing. I don't know if it was on the news out there as well, that they were making those Xbox controllers with Deadpool and Wolverine. I thought they were just going to be able to be purchased, but apparently they only made one set of them. So then you just had to win them. And I'm a PlayStation family, so I was like, oh, that sucks. But it would be pretty funny, though. But
Yeah.
no, can't wait for that one, man.
What about you guys? Got any recommendations?
I mean, I would definitely recommend what we watched last night. We watched, was it Clowns in the Woods? It's on Amazon. It's something else. It's really out there. Which what is it like? Because you haven't seen it, so basically it's this this kid with special needs is getting bullied by these people, and a prank turns bad, and he gets killed. And like this group of clowns from the afterlife help him get revenge on the people that hurt him.
And it just goes too far.
Okay, I like it.
Like stuff goes.
It's a very strange movie. I'm not sure what message they're trying to send, but I will watch that message all day.
All right.
Yeah, we always do the PSAs in all the movies. Like, hey, if you weren't a dick, you wouldn't be dead. You know? Hey, if you weren't going into somebody's house unannounced in a creepy forest, you probably wouldn't have been chopped with a chainsaw. All right? You just learn these lessons.
Who directed it?
Oh, it's I can tell you right now. 'Cause I just put everything up today. Oh, it's Adrian Esposito and Kurt Markham.
Okay, nice.
Nope. And then we've been trying to, we actually ask a bunch of our friends always too, like TV shows to get into. So my family, we have a little 10-year-old kid right here pissed off the balcony. But we have a 10-year-old. And ever since the pandemic hit, every Friday, it's, it used to be pizza in a movie, but we've literally tried every single pizza in like a 4-mile radius of our house.
Oh, wow.
And so now it's like special dinner and a movie. So we've gone through a bunch of the kids' movies on every single, streaming platform.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just like, all right, enough. We need to find something, like there's no more until they start getting more releases.
Have you seen my kids' movies? I've made kids' movies. I got one on Tubi,
What the hell? Hold on. What is it?
On Tubi, it's called Alien Danger 2. Rob Halford and Judas Priest is in it, and John Landis is in it.
Okay.
And then Alien Danger 1 is on Amazon Prime.
Nice.
Oh, man.
And those are family-friendly movies.
Well,
Family.
he comes back from vacation on Friday. So we'll definitely check them out, man.
Yeah, enjoy.
I know who we talked to, Steve Rosinski.
Oh, yeah.
Made Meower's Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we checked that one out. So, no, we love, like I always, whenever I introduce myself and, you know, people ask what we do for fun, we're like, oh, we do a podcast. You know, we always tell them that the indie movies are outdoing the Hollywood movies for sure.
Yeah.
Like it's every single, like it's just starting to get worried. Anthony and I talk about it all the time too, where it's like, okay, what's the next thing that's going to happen? They're going to be like multiverse. And then you're like, okay, we've already done multiverse. What about another multiverse? And you're like, God damn it. No more multiverses. You know, I love them, but that's the answer to everything.
So if we could talk about Alien Danger for a second, that's the character that I play in the back. This blue guy.
Yeah.
His name's Ipa. I came up with something that didn't exist when the movie came out. There are these things called time crystals, and they kind of help the spaceship. And so, literally 1 year after I made the movie, scientists discovered these things called time crystals. And there's an article about it in like Time magazine.
Oh my god.
But like you could see my movie is time stamped before the existence of these time crystals, and I had come up with this concept before it physically existed in reality.
And now all of a sudden the FBI is kicking in your door right there, like, boom, we know what you did.
Yeah, exactly. How crazy is that? Well, the guy that I produced the movie with sent me the article. He's like, "You're not going to believe this. Scientists have just discovered time crystals, and it's unrelated to our movie, Alien Danger."
What if it was because of your movie?
Yeah, interesting.
See?
Yeah.
You can say that.
Yeah,
if you would have never made that movie, they would have never existed.
I know.
It's like the butterfly effect, right?
Yeah.
Where he woke up and they couldn't hold that granola bar, and he crunched it all up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn, that's nuts. Yeah. So we have been knocking out a bunch of TV series. I think I just finished Eric. That was all right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was okay. Like I said, I usually end up texting a bunch of my friends like late at night after I've had a couple drinks and I watch a new episode of something. There's like, God damn it, Brian, go to bed. You know, I was like, I get my 8 hours.
Yeah.
But yeah. But yeah, we'll check those out, man, for sure. Thank you.
Yeah,
definitely.
And then with that, like, plans on coming to Vegas. Do you?
Soon,
Oh.
I hope. It's funny, I actually was just thinking about that this morning because I'm into Vegas probably in a few months. I like Vegas.
I don't know. Well, don't come for like the next 2 or 3 weeks. Unless you know, rocking a tank top and a portable AC unit. And, you know, like this year has just been god awful, man.
Yeah, I think it got to like 117 at one point.
120. It got to 120 and then 117 for the rest of the week. Like we had like so many records this year. Like, dude, people's glass doors like to their front of their house were like exploding because it just got too hot for glass.
Wow.
Yeah, man. But yeah, it'd be awesome if you're coming into town.
Yeah.
Please hit us up.
Yeah, for sure.
You want to tell everybody all of your handles, how to get a hold of you, everything. I know like I said, it was such an easy just talking with you, like those ending questions. We already spoke about them during the conversation. And then you were mentioning where to get your awesome Karate Ghost figurines and everything like that. But so let's hear it again.
Yeah, so go to jamesbalsamo.com. Find me on Facebook, James Balsamo, or Instagram at James Balsamo, or at Acid Bath Productions, or at Die Star Pictures. Also follow me on Twitter at Acid Bath Product. And yeah, hit me up if you guys ever want to make a movie. Go to jamesbalsamo.com and let me know. It's real simple. You put in half the budget, I put in the other half, and it goes straight to Walmart, Best Buy, Barnes & Noble. And we can make the movie as quick as a month. And then a month later, it's in stores everywhere. And then streaming, Apple TV, Amazon Prime,
Damn.
Roku. So,
What all do they need? If we were going to make a movie, what all do we need to bring to the table?
Just a concept. You know what I mean? You just have like a rough idea, and then I help you flesh it out. And then, we talk about budget. And depending on your budget, we can make a movie for $5 or $500,000. And then you could either get Malcolm McDowell or you could get your neighbor Steve. You know what I mean? So you want to make.
If anybody has a neighbor named Steve, please let us know. No,
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. Where do you normally film stuff like it?
I film all over the country. So, you know what I mean? I've worked in North Carolina, in Los Angeles, New York.
Damn.
I'm talking to somebody now in Boston, Massachusetts. So, you never know. You never know where I'll be. But I'm always down to make a movie. That's what I live for. I love making silly, fun movies. And I've done it so many times. I don't mind helping people, fulfill their fantasy and their dreams of, being a rock star and, hanging out with celebrities and rubber monsters. That's what I do. So,
that's awesome, man.
That's
come
awesome.
play with me. That's what I say.
No, and watching the quality of your movies that we've seen, and you were just mentioning how little of a budget you could have or how big of a budget you wanted. Anthony, like we've known about this movie, The Room, for years. Did you ever watch that? James Franco made the movie Disaster Artist after it. So I recently just watched that movie because I've for years, have wanted to see how bad the movie was. And from what I've heard, right, didn't that guy put up a bunch of his own, like all of his own money? Like he's just some rich dude who made his own movie and everything like that?
Yeah.
And then the quality of your movies was so much better. Now that Tommy guy's going to find out where I live, and he's going to bring me up to the rooftop and play football with me and throw me over.
Not unless you tear them apart first.
I waited for so long, been putting off watching that, and then finally I found it, and I was like, all right, let me sit through an hour and 24 minutes of this.
You know what I'm surprised about that not a lot of people talk about? That movie is more like a Cinemax softcore pornography than like a regular narrative film. You know what I mean? There's a lot of gratuitous sex in that I feel people gloss over all the time. They're like, oh, it's so bad. But like, there is a lot of generous nudity in that film.
There was always her one titty and his one half of his butt cheek.
Right.
For sure. Yeah. And then like it was just a funny thing because like you see the James Franco, he's like their anatomies aren't lining up because he was like he was giving her CPR with his wiener. And you're just like, that doesn't line up, that shouldn't go there, but yeah, the quality of your movies, man, so much better.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yes.
You definitely do a lot with a little, which I mean, I think that is indie filmmaking right there. It's the creativity to it.
Appreciate it.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, man.
All right. Well,
love it if there's Comic-Cons, anything like that. If you're coming out to Vegas, let us know. And yeah.
Definitely.
All right.
Yeah.
Rated B, rated the podcasting station, unveiling truth, sparking calm.